This man took his wife's cell phone out of her purse when she wasn't looking, then he put it in his pocket. He jumped into the sea and swam to the depths. The wife woke up and realized her husband was gone, and there was no sign of him around. She asked the young couple in the water, but they also said they hadn't seen her husband. Anna looked out to sea and had a bad feeling, so she hurriedly got dressed and prepared to seek help, and her delicate figure was just noticed by the lifeguard. When she came up to ask for help, Mark offered to go out with her to look for her husband, but the two of them searched the sea for a long time without any clues. Mark's attention was on Anna the whole time. Then she went to the police to report the disappearance. She waited on the beach where her husband disappeared, but half a month passed without him. She had no choice but to go back to work. One day she was lecturing and noticed a familiar figure. It was the lifeguard from the other day. She knew what Mark was up to, but she was convinced that her husband was still alive. She had no desire to start another relationship, and Mark was always creating opportunities by staging encounters. But Anna found his behavior childish, and Mark was sensible. He saw the boredom in Anna's face and left, until Anna was going through her husband's computer. Suddenly she realized that in the video of their company party, there was a woman in red that she had never seen before, and the way she looked at her husband in the photo was so fierce. Anna realized that her husband's disappearance was probably related to her, and that's when Mark came to her door to confess his love. Anna rejected him categorically, but he was not discouraged. He offered to accompany her to look for her husband. Anna agreed with him, considering how inconvenient it was for her to be alone. The next day they waited for the woman in red to leave work. They followed her all the way to her home. The next day Mark came alone. He pretended to use the toilet and knocked on the woman's door. Maybe it was because Mark was handsome. The woman hesitated and agreed. Mark took the opportunity of going to the toilet to discover something unusual. Many of the doors in the woman's house were locked. The woman invited him to sit down and have a cup of coffee. Mark also showed his skill as a veteran of love affairs. It didn't take him long to charm the woman. The woman's eyes were still full of reluctance when they parted.